Latest Man City news. Manchester City are reportedly in discussions to beat Arsenal to the signing of a £100 million rated star. Up next, the timeline for when Enzo Maresca is expected to be officially unveiled as the new manager of Man City, and Maresca is reportedly interested in reuniting at Man City with Marc Cucurella. But first, citizens, make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates about the Man City. Manchester City's rebuild may be about to take a very unexpected turn, because while most of the conversation has focused on replacing departing leaders like Bernardo Silva and adapting to life after Pep Guardiola, a familiar name has suddenly re-emerged at the center of the transfer market: Morgan Rogers. And this isn't just another transfer rumor. This is a player Man City are already familiar with. Rogers progressed through the club's academy ranks but never managed to secure a regular place in the senior side. Since moving on, though, his growth has been nothing short of impressive. At Aston Villa, he has evolved from a highly regarded prospect into one of the most well-rounded attacking players in the English football. That level of versatility are highly prized because they give managers the ability to alter attacking patterns and structures throughout a match. That could be particularly important for Enzo Maresca. As Man City move into the post-Guardiola era, flexibility may become a bigger part of their identity. Rather than relying on rigid positional patterns, Maresca could look for players capable of solving problems individually. Rogers fits that description perfectly. The challenge, of course, is the price. Reports suggest Aston Villa could demand more than the £100 million Man City paid for Jack Grealish. That figure alone shows how highly Rogers is now rated across Europe. Arsenal want him. Chelsea are interested. Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring the situation too. In my opinion, this story matters because it feels symbolic. The club isn't simply searching for replacements anymore, it's looking for the next generation of leaders, players entering their prime years who can carry Man City through a new chapter, and Morgan Rogers increasingly looks like someone capable of doing exactly that. My friend Man City fan, should Manchester City spend big on Rogers, or focus on strengthening other areas of the squad? Share your opinion in the comments. The wait is almost over. After weeks of speculation, negotiations, and uncertainty surrounding life after Pep Guardiola, Manchester City appear to be on the verge of confirming Enzo Maresca as their new manager. And while the announcement itself won't surprise many people, what it represents is enormous. This isn't just a managerial change. This is the official beginning of Manchester City's first post-Pep chapter. For years, Man City operated with the comfort of knowing Guardiola was the architect behind everything: the tactics, the standards, the culture. All roads led back to Pep. Now, that responsibility is about to fall on the Italian manager, who knows the club exceptionally well but faces a challenge unlike any other in modern football. What's interesting is that Maresca isn't walking into a stable environment. Bernardo Silva and John Stones has leave. Even much of Guardiola's trusted backroom staff have departed. In many ways, Man City aren't simply replacing a manager. They're rebuilding an entire football department. That's why the early discussions between Maresca and Hugo Viana are so significant. The names being linked already reveal a strategy: younger players, dynamic profiles, midfielders capable of carrying the next generation forward. This feels less like maintaining Guardiola's final team and more like constructing a new one, tactically. Fans should expect similarities but not a carbon copy. Maresca learned under Guardiola, but his success will depend on introducing his own ideas rather than trying to recreate the past. Pep himself acknowledged that before leaving, encouraging his successor to trust his instincts and build his own identity. And that's really what makes this moment so fascinating. In my view, the appointment isn't about finding the next Guardiola. It's about discovering whether Enzo Maresca can become the first great manager of the era that comes after him. So, citizens, do you believe Maresca is the right man to lead Man City into the post-Pep era? Drop your thoughts in the comments. One of the more intriguing transfer links emerging from Manchester City's summer plans, it's Marc Cucurella. And if Enzo Maresca is officially confirmed as Man City's next manager, this is a rumor that suddenly starts making a lot more sense. Because this isn't simply about signing a left back, it's about bringing in a player the incoming coach already trusts. Maresca knows exactly what Cucurella offers. During their time together at Chelsea, the Spanish international became one of the most reliable pieces in the system: aggressive in duels, relentless without the ball, technically secure in possession. the type of player coaches love because he understands tactical instructions and executes them consistently. That profile could become extremely valuable at Manchester City. The squad is entering a period of transition following the departures of key figures like Bernardo Silva and John Stones. While attention naturally focuses on midfield and attacking reinforcements, defensive stability will be just as important during the first year of the post-Pep era. Tactically, Cucurella would provide flexibility. He can operate as a traditional fullback, invert into midfield, or become part of a back three during build-up phases. Those qualities fit perfectly into the positional structures Man City have used for years and would help the Italian maintain continuity while introducing his own ideas. Of course, there are questions. Nico O'Reilly and Ryan Ait-Nouri already offer strong options on the left side, meaning Cucurella would face genuine competition for minutes. Meanwhile, interest from both Atletico Madrid and Barcelona could complicate any potential deal. In my analyze, though, this story is about more than one player. It's another clue about how Maresca wants to shape his team, not by reinventing everything Guardiola built, but by adding trusted players capable of helping guide the club through its next evolution. My friend Man City fan, do you think Cucurella would be a good fit for Manchester City under Enzo Maresca? Share your opinion in the comments. Just when Manchester City appeared ready to begin a new era under Enzo Maresca, reports linking Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol with moves away from the Etihad created understandable concern among the citizens. But the latest update may be the most reassuring news Man City fans have heard all summer. Manchester City reportedly have no intention of letting either defender leave, and honestly, that decision could define the success or failure of the club's post-Pep Guardiola transition. When teams undergo major change, the temptation is often to focus on new signings, but history shows that successful rebuilds are usually built around stability. In Man City's case, Dias and Gvardiol are exactly that. Dias remains the emotional leader of the backline. Since arriving from Benfica, he has been the organizer, the communicator, and the defender who sets the standard for everyone around him. With Bernardo Silva and John Stones already leave, losing another senior leader would create a massive leadership vacuum. Then there's Gvardiol. At just 24, the Croatian has already developed into one of the most complete defenders in world football. Comfortable in possession, dominant physically, and capable of playing multiple defensive roles, he's exactly the type of player every elite club wants. It's no surprise that Real Madrid continue to monitor his situation. Keeping the both players gives Maresca a huge advantage. A defensive partnership built around Dias' experience and Gvardiol's athleticism provides a foundation that allows the new manager to focus on evolving the attack and midfield without rebuilding the entire team structure. From my perspective, this story matters because it signals intent. The club isn't entering this new era looking to dismantle its core. Hugo Viana's message appears clear: evolve where necessary, but protect the elite foundations already in place. And in a summer filled with uncertainty, keeping Dias and Gvardiol may prove as valuable as any new signing Man City could make. This is the Citizens News Fan channel, and I'll stop here. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. A big hug and see you in the next video.